What is up, you guys? Supreme Gaming 2013 here with a Hexxit tutorial for the Asgard Shield mod. This mod really isn't a big mod, it's pretty small, but I like to think of it as it adds a lot of cool stuff that I like. So we're just going to go over the two main things, the shield and the giant sword. The giant sword is made as so. It can be made with iron, stone, wood, and diamond, as you see here, and gold. I'm just going to take this out so I can demonstrate what it does later. And the shield is made as so. You can make it with wood, stone, iron, diamond, gold, whatever. I'm going to take this too. And now what these things do is it adds basically better blocking to the game. I'm just going to go head first up to the slime. Now first you're going to hold down right click with your giant sword, and it blocks just about all damage. But as you can see above my hunger bar, I have that kind of like little bar of how much I can block. Now when that runs out, I have to wait for it to recharge. I have to let go of the right click and let it recharge. Next, with the shield, it does just about the same thing, except I believe it blocks a little less damage. Nope, blocks just about as good damage as the shield would, as the sword would. Not too good durability. Another cool thing about this mod is if you have a shield in your hotbar, say I'm fighting the slime and he's coming to attack me, if I right click, it immediately puts up my shield instead of holding down right click with my sword. So I just, get here, slime. Alright. Next we're going to look at all the shields and swords. Here are all the swords. The patchwork giant sword, I'm not too sure how to get. I've looked everywhere on how to get it. If you know how to get it, leave it in the comments. But so far, the only way I've gotten is from a dungeon chest. So shove this guy back in here. And as you can see here, there's a skull giant sword, iron, biomass, even living metal, ender, nether quartz, golden, and is basically all the swords you can make. And here are all the shields: the iron, skull, stone, living metal, ender, wooden, nether quartz, biomass. Now, the weird thing with these shields are they all have a special perk and they all have a weakness. Biomass weakness is a blood shrinker and the special perk is blood matrix. As you can see here, I'm just going to slowly go over each one so you can see which each one has. I found this pretty interesting on how each shield has its own buff and debuff on what it's good at and what it's bad at. As you can see here, and the diamond's shield is special perk projectile reflect and weakness is reflected damage. Okay, next, another thing that is in this mod is I'm going to take a nether quartz, ender, wooden, and the living metal shield. I'm going to take, where is it? Materials. I'm just going to take 64 gold ingots. And what you can do with these shields is you can gild them. Now you just cover in the same pattern. There's a glitch. You get a diamond giant sword if you do that. But if you got the end one here, you just go like this, and you get a gilded ender shield. Now I didn't know it was the glitches for the quartz shield as well, but when I put in this living metal shield and try and gild it, I get a giant ender sword instead of a gilded living metal shield. So yeah, it's a little bug in the mod. Put this back up. Put this back with a second one. Now this mod does go with the Harken Scythe mod that I covered in the last video. As you can see, it's biomass giant sword and living metal giant sword. How you get those will be in the video before this, is the Hexxit tutorial for the Harken Scythe mod, which shows you how to get living metal and biomass. Also with these things is they also add enchantments to your shield. I'm just gonna run back to that place. Fly. yeah, as you can see, I just made them a bit farther apart. I'm gonna head back to whichever one has more filled, which would be even. Let's see. Wow. You get word 1. Now, what word 1 does is if you see, and as I turn off creative, you hold down right click, it'll make that regenerate much faster. Those little shield icons that you see over there, they generate much faster than usual. And now let's see if I can. I'm just gonna get a soul keeper to get this up more, so I can get my no. That's right. Wow. Just fill up 2 should be more than enough. This in here, augment it. Well, the diamond sword can get the same enchantment as the giant ender shield, the ward enchantment, which makes its block regenerate much faster as well. That block over there, as you can see above my hunger bar, which is in the same spot as my gilded ender shield. So yeah, that's just basically it for the Asgard shield mod. It's not as big as of a mod as Harken's Scythe is. That has a lot of items and a lot of things to do. But I would still consider this a pretty cool mod, considering I love shields and things of that sort that block damage for me while I'm fighting. I've used giant swords many times in my single player world. I specifically like the Ender giant sword. I just personally like it. Now here's how you really make it. Using a blaze rod, ender eye, and obsidian. Or you could just try and gild a living metal shield and you'll get yourself one. So yeah, that's it for the Asgard shield mod. Not a big mod, not too hard to cover, not too much in it. But remember to leave a like, subscribe, and comment on what mod you'd like to see next. Bye.